A very good morning to all of you, and today we'll do the topic evaporation. Now, what is evaporation? It is the change of liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point. Means you don't have to heat the liquid, it automatically changes from liquid state to vapor state. There are some substances which evaporate faster, there are some substances which evaporate little slowly. So, why does it happen? Why does evaporation take place? Let's read. We know that particles of matter are always moving and never at rest. In case of liquids, a small fraction of these particles at the surface means liquids के सबसे ऊपर वाली जो layer है, the surface, these particles have kinetic energy and there is comparatively less force of attraction on these particles because they are on the top. They are only surrounded on one side by other particles. So, this small fraction of these particles which are at the surface, they are having high kinetic energy and are able to break away from the force of attraction of other particles, and they get converted into vapors. And because particles are leaving from the surface, that's why evaporation is a surface phenomena. Now, what happens on evaporation? Evaporation causes cooling. During evaporations, the particles of liquid gain energy from their surrounding in order to overcome the force of attraction between the particles. Means we have learnt in the previous lecture also that for converting of one stage into another, particles require energy, and once they get that energy is utilized to overcome the force of attraction and they change the state. Same is happening here, but here we are not heating them deliberately. They are absorbing that heat from the surrounding or from the underlying substance. This is why there is loss of heat in the surrounding and evaporation causes cooling. Best example to perform yourself at home is applying nail paint remover. Usually your mother has it in her cupboard. So ask for nail paint remover and apply a very small amount of it on the back side of your hand and observe. You'll find that immediately you feel cool. This is because acetone, while evaporating, absorbs heat from your skin, and which is why your skin becomes cool and you get that cooling sensation. Now, there are certain factors which affect evaporation. Now, first one is increase of surface area. We just learned that evaporation is a surface phenomena. That's why if we increase the surface area, obviously the rate of evaporation will increase. Best example is you must have seen older people when they sip tea, they transfer it into the saucer, the flat plate, and then they blow over it and then drink that tea. This actually cools the tea because you, in that case, while transferring from cup to the saucer, they are actually trying to increase the surface area. Second, increase in temperature increases evaporation because heat increases kinetic energy of particle. So when we increase the temperature, evaporation also becomes faster. Then third point, increase in wind speed. Increased wind speed moves away the vapors produced. Now vapors are getting produced from the surface. If there is wind speed is increased, what happens? Those vapors are taken away from that area. So there is decrease in amount of water vapors in the surrounding, because of which evaporation occurs even faster. Fourth factor that affects is humidity. Humidity is amount of water vapors in air. You know very well, in rainy days, the humidity is very high, lot of moisture in the air. These days, because it is very hot, so the air may be very, very dry. And the air around us can hold only a definite amount of water vapors, means it has a fixed capacity of holding water vapors. If the water vapors increase, there is less evaporation. I think you must have seen in winters, clothes dry very late. They take almost 2 days to dry. And on the other hand, in summers, they dry very quickly. Second thing, during rainy day, the clothes dry slowly. And on a hot sunny day, they dry very quickly. So, and the last point, which the factor which affect evaporation is air pressure. If air pressure is high on the surface of water, it pushes down the water, means it doesn't allow the vapors to come into air. So that's why air pressure also affects the rate of evaporation. If air pressure is high, rate of evaporation is low. Thank you.